Hey everybody, happy Front Row Friday. Today's message is about 5 things that you can do immediately when you get bad news. Sometimes in this day and age, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on with a lot of people. You never know what kind of what kind of pain people are going through. You never know what's going on behind closed doors. You never know what's going on behind a perfect Instagram photo. But sometimes we get bad news in our life. Sometimes there are things that are outside of our control. So I want to inspire you today with 5 things that you can do when you get bad news. Number 1, focus on what you can control. There are things that are going to be outside of your control, and you only have so much energy. So try not to waste your energy in trying to change things that are outside of your control. So one thing you can do is to make a list. You write down what the situation is, and then you write down, okay, here's the situation, here's the bad news, but what can I control? I can control my mindset. I can control my focus of where I put my energy. I can control my boundaries that I set to make sure I get enough rest. I can control who I spend time with to make sure I limit my time away from those people who are bringing bad energy and negativity, and those people who you would consider to be toxic kind of people. You can control how much time you spend with those people. So that's number 1, is to focus on what you can control. Number 2, you're not alone. You're never alone. No matter how bad the news is, there's somebody who can relate in some form or fashion. So why not reach out to someone and just share your bad news? It doesn't mean you have to go on to, make a major announcement if you don't want to, but if you have someone that you are close to, a circle of friends that you can trust, you can reach out to them and share the burden of what you are carrying, so that you are reminded that you are loved, that you are not alone, and that there are people who will be there for you. I'm laughing because I sent a text to my mastermind group about some bad news that I got recently, and they said, gosh, we are here for you. We love you. If there's anything we can do, please don't hesitate to ask. So I said, yes, thank you. And could you make outgoing sales calls on my behalf and maybe go to the gym on my behalf? So I like to add a little bit of levity when things get a little bit heavy, but it was fun because these are people that I love and trust, and I was able to laugh at the situation, which also is a good way of releasing some stress. Number 3, there are going to be people in your life that you appreciate. And sometimes we wait until it's too late before we let them know how much we appreciate them. So I recommend one thing you can do to get out of your mindset of bad news is maybe make a phone call, reach out to someone that you appreciate and let them know that you appreciate them. Maybe even just leave a message or send a text or something, but reach out and let someone know how much you appreciate them without having any expectation of receiving anything in return. And then number 4, this is a good one. Go for a walk, get out in nature. I just returned from France, and I was experiencing some really exhausting jet lag. And then I was reminded, someone told me to go outside and get my feet in the grass and go and take a walk in the neighborhood and go and enjoy the sunshine and the blue skies and just look at the beautiful mountains. So Frenchie and I had a beautiful walk around the neighborhood, and it helped clear my mind. And then number 5, set a firm boundary. I mentioned earlier about having control over who you spend time with and who you hang out with and who you give your energy and focus to. If you are at all in any kind of toxic, negative, soul-crushing relationship, set a boundary, say no, get away, and protect yourself, because life is way too short to be in pain and in bitterness and anger and frustration. So set a boundary and start to hang out with people that you trust and that you love and that you respect. So those are the 5 things that I recommend you do when you get bad news. And hopefully you can turn it around and start to have more good news in your life. So on this Front Row Friday, when not everything is always rainbows and unicorns, at least those are 5 things you can do right now the next time you get bad news. So happy Front Row Friday, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.